Good morning and welcome to day 79 of walking from Mexico to Canada along the Pacific Crest Trail. My name is Prime and I'm walking 2,650 miles to raise money for combat stress. So last night it rained all through the night onto us, and right now it's all kind of wet and misty. We'll have to see what kind of day it turns out to be. I'm hoping it clears, but we don't know. Today I'm hoping to push another 25 miles. There is an area that's being cleaned up right now, and there's two trails. The purple trail has been totally cleared, and the red trail, which is the PCT, is still being cleared. If I push 25 miles, that would push me into that area, and I'll probably camp along the purple line somewhere. There doesn't appear to be a lot of campsites along this area, so it's just find what we can. But there is water in there, and from comments on far out, I know it's clear from the hard work that the trail maintainers have done. But we'll see how today goes. I know last night I didn't do my health update, so I'll do it now. So overall I'm feeling fine. There's no major aches and pains. The cold has finally subsided. There's a little bit of a blocked nose, but not too much. But everything else feels absolutely fine. So I'm going to push on and hopefully get another 25 miles done today. So let's roll out. So right now I'm just hiking at a decent little speed, nothing too taxing, and it's not a snail's pace, but it's just a nice hiking pace, and terrain's good. Yes, there's some ups and downs, but I'm moving good, and I'm actually going at an average speed of 2.8 mile an hour, so that's fantastic. Like, that's a really good pace. I was at 2.9 yesterday, and I'll probably get up to that eventually, but I don't feel like I'm pushing it. I just feel like I'm having a nice hike. There's no major hurry, and that's good. It means if I can sustain this over this type of terrain, then I can hike for longer because I'm not knackering myself out. Also get to enjoy the hike as well. I think if you're continually pushing it to your limit, then can you enjoy it? If you're pushing it every single day, I mean, I am pushing it because I'm at 2.8 mile an hour, but it just doesn't feel like it. If I wanted to go to 3 mile an hour, yes, I would push it, and I could probably sustain that for a while, but I wouldn't be enjoying the hike, wouldn't be enjoying the surroundings, listening to the animals and the birds and stuff. It's nice to be out of the clag and be a little bit lower, and I can see more. I'm hoping at some point the sun burns through it and gets rid of it all. I can get out my stylish frog togs, but we'll see how the day goes. But if I can maintain this pace, I can comfortably get to the 25 miles today, and that's my ultimate goal. If I can sustain 25 miles every day, depending on the terrain, then that'll be great. If there's moments where the terrain allows me to go faster, then I can. But I want to enjoy the hike, and that's really what's happening right now. I'm just going at a nice pace, enjoying the hike and enjoying the scenery. Just pushing up the hill there. Oh, it's tough. I almost got another 10 before 10. I was a minute out. I was pushing up this high elevation of about over 400 feet. Try to get it. It's a shame. Would have been good, but it helped me push. But minute off,
Hi, minute off, not too bad. Also means I've now done 10 miles by 10 o'clock, so that's a big help to today's 25. Just bumped into a couple of hikers there. They'd actually flip-flopped up from the Sierras. I'm in another hiking here, so I told them they made the right choice. It's pretty tough in there, so they're quite happy with that. I am trying to find a suitable place to have lunch. The water in this section is not the best. There's one just ahead of me. It's off the trail down to a river, and there's another one about 2 miles ahead, which again is just off the trail. More than likely going to go for the second one. It's not really that late. It's only 11:43, so I can still push a little bit further. And I think the second one is not as far off the trail as the first one is. As long as I get a good spot of water and some sun, I need to dry out my tent, probably my shoes as well. But right now, with the sun out, everything's dried up, everything's great. Trail's really cruisy. Having a great day so far. I think the 25 miles will be in reach. I would like to push through the area that the trail maintainers are working on complete, but that would mean having to do 27 miles today. I'll have to see if I've got that in me. All depends on what the trail gives me. That'll either take all my energy away, or I'm able to just hike without pushing myself too hard. But I'll have to wait and see. But right now, I need to find a spot for lunch. I am getting a bit hungry. I think hiker hunger might be starting to kick in now. I'm not sitting here thinking about food all the time, and I'm not gonna, my tummy's not rumbling away, but I do think I need to start eating more food, and also when it comes to my resupplies, I've started to add more sweeties and Snickers and stuff like that, and more food, my pulled pork and things, so that's going to continue. Also, town food helps. It appears that this part of the trail, a lot of the water's off the trail, so you have to kind of head down to it. So I'm heading down to a source that's not too far off the trail, so I don't want to go too far. And it takes me to the road, so I should be alright. However, I've just got to the junction there, and I've had a look at my distance, and I've walked almost 17.5 miles already. That's crazy. If I want to do 25, it's so much easier now. But I might be able to see if I can push a bit further, maybe 27, but we'll see. But that's just crazy. You know, it's only 12:30 and I've done 17 miles. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. So everyone, your highness is pushing some bigger miles, so...
bigger miles not, but...
Yes. I'll be behind some point, but this might be the last time we see you on trail.
I don't
We'll see you in the town, no. But he is going to push bigger miles than me today. If I get the 25, well, I'll get the 25. If I get the 27 that I'd like, amazing.
Yeah, but I'm pushing for 30 at least.
Yeah,
I think.
see, 30 miles today, so...
30 miles maybe, if the weather's good and it stays like this, maybe a little bit more. It depends on the campsite I find, but
Yep.
at least 30 miles is the plan for the day.
Cool.
And tomorrow, the same, I think.
Good luck, mate. I shall see you down the trail.
Prime, it was a pleasure to meet you on the trail. Have
Same
good
here.
luck with your trail.
Cheers, you too, mate. We'll see you at the end.
So right now I'm off the trail down at water. It is at mile 1238. It's not that far off the trail and it's a good spot. Let you see what the water looks like. It's just coming out here. Good little source of water. Good area. I'm going to sit in the sun and chill out and dry my stuff out. It's nice to see the California weather's turned back up. So I've had a nice lunch, decent rest. It's 10 to 2
and there's a lot of bees that are just buzzing around and flying all over the place, so I've decided to pack everything up and I'm going to get this 10 miles done. Got a lot of time left because I've got the rest of the day to go. Hopefully the elevation's good and I can get some good miles done, but I think even if it takes me to 7 o'clock tonight, I'll get this 10 miles done and then I can relax. There's a dirt road at the end of the area where the trail maintainers are working, so I'm hoping there's a decent area where I can kind of get my tent in, so that's where I'm going. Let's roll out. It's a shame saying goodbye to Your Highness. Been good hiking with him, but he does want to hike bigger miles. I think he's going for 30 miles today. I don't think I'm ready for that yet. We'll have to hike our own hike, and it's been good to have him. But it's also nice hiking your own hike and going at your own pace. And if I am able to get to the 25s every day, and today the 27, that's great. I'm going to keep pushing. He's got things he wants to do, and I've got things that I want to do, and also our resupplies are slightly different as well, how we're doing things. It happens on trail. It's nice to have people on trail, but you're not married. You don't have to stay together the entire time, and that's what I like about the trail, that you can move from different groups to different groups. Unfortunately, there aren't many groups up the front, so it's back to being just me, which is fine. Well out of the Sierras, making good time, and I'll get to enjoy the scenery. And it was nice to enjoy his company while it lasted. Doesn't mean we won't see each other on trail again. I guarantee it's further down the line, maybe in Chester, I'll bump into him. Maybe further down the line if he is a 0 day and I decide to keep hiking, then we'll probably bump into each other again. Looks like I'm moving into a bit of a burn zone that hasn't really been cleaned up yet. It's hard to spot the trail when there's trees and debris everywhere. It's a real shame, it really is. I've now reached the area where the PCT was incredibly overgrown and the trail maintenance have been working on it incredibly hard. On the map the PCT's in red and there's also a purple line. The purple line's been totally clear. I believe that's the road, and the PCT's still not in a good position, so I'm going to take the purple route and push on and avoid the PCT until it's all better. There's a nice water source down here, just been down to get it. Still in the purple line, still got a bit to go. But I'm getting all my water sorted now because there's no water where I'm going. Doing a bit of gravity filtering from my rucksack. This is a dirt road junction at mile 1248.8. This is where I'll be setting up my camp. And this is where the trail rejoins. So I'll come down the purple line. And the PCT was in there somewhere. So I've got good space, logs. Yeah, it should be a good camp. This is my tent all set up. There's quite a bit of space for other tents if anyone turned up. And the trail is literally just here. That's where I'll heading tomorrow. So I'm just sitting chilling out at the campsite. I've got the last of the sun beaming onto me before I head to my tent. Had a good dinner, had pulled pork and ramen noodles again, and a Snickers bar and hot chocolate, so that should do me for tomorrow. Today was a good day. Yes, it started off a bit damp, but then the sun came out, it was absolutely great, and the trail was really good as well. And I want to thank the trail maintainers for sorting out the trail as best they can. I took the alternate from the PCT, the purple line, which is absolutely clear, which was brilliant. I think it was a little bit more mileage, but not by much. The PCT, I've had a look back, they've done some work, but I'm not sure how far up it is. By the time anyone watches this video, the trail will more than likely be clear, so that's a good thing. So mileage wise, I actually did 28.84 miles. That is a fantastic effort. I am so impressed I was able to do that, and a lot of it was just normal hiking. It wasn't me having to really push. I spent most of the day at the average speed of 2.9 miles an hour. I did actually get up to 3 miles an hour at some points in the morning, and coming down the purple line I was getting quite tired, and a lot of it's kind of downhill, and that slowed me down to about 2.8 miles an hour. So not too bad. But let's have a look at my elevation and descent. So elevation was 4,117. Descent 6,467. So not an easy day overall when it came to elevation and descent, but I was able to do it without really putting maximum effort in. So I think if I can hold that speed, I can do some decent miles. Now I do want to try and average out to the 25s. However, if I do get an opportunity like today, I'll push it to the 28. I'll see if I can even push it to the 30. It all depends on the terrain. So tomorrow I am looking at trying to get another 25 mile day. That sets me up for heading into Belden the day after tomorrow, where I'm going to get my resupply and some real food as well. So all in all, good day. I'm happy with my spot. Got the last of the sun. And I'm now going to chill out for the night and do a bit of video editing. So if you like the content, please like, share and subscribe. And above all else, help out combat stress. And I'll see you in the morning for another day on the Pacific Crest Trail.